What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Reel Junkies. I'm your host, Farhan, here again with my man Vito, reviewing Predator Badlands. And first of all, before we get into this review, if you're an Alien or Predator fan right now, slow clap to us, because we are having a time. We've had Prey, which was phenomenal, which I came out, I believe, 2022, 2023, somewhere around that time, if I'm not tripping.
Around that time.
You had Alien Earth. Well, no, first, then you had Alien Romulus, which was a phenomenal movie. A lot of people say the Alien franchise is back on track now with that. Then you had Alien Earth, which was an incredible TV show on Hulu. If you haven't checked it out, go check that out. And now we have Predator Badlands. And I didn't even mention Predator Killer of Killers because I haven't personally seen it, but all the
Fire.
reviews and I'm gonna say all the
Fire.
reviews and people who have seen it have all universally told me it's amazing. So we're on a run with the Alien/Predator movies right now. TBD on if we get to see a crossover with them two again, but in their own respective universes, we're on a roll right now. So I just had to acknowledge that because it's been a while since we've been able to say that about these two franchises right here.
I want to say, I'm gonna say this for the most part, Predator has has not been bad. I think the only films that people like hated were the Alien vs Predator films, and then it's one. I don't know if it's Predators or The Predators. I forget which
I
one
know
it
which one you're
is.
calling, but it came out in like 2018 or something, and it had like Olivia Munn in it and like some other people.
That one, niggas
Yeah,
hated that one. Hated
I
that one.
that one was terrible. I will say
Um,
the lows for Predator haven't been as low as the lows for Alien.
Alien.
Like the worst Alien movies are worse than the worst Predator movies. I will say that.
I do want to say, man, I seen Predator 1, Predator 2, and I don't think I've seen a Predator since D.
You
At
didn't
least
see
not
Predators, like the one that came out in like 2010?
at least not all the way through or like
Okay.
I didn't intentionally watch it. The first Predator, shout out to Schwarzenegger getting this shit started
Shout out to Carl Weathers.
back in the day when fucking action stars were action stars. I'm flipping through the channels, over by grandma's house, I think it was on TNT or some shit like that. I see Arnold Schwarzenegger with a gun. I see fucking Jesse Ventura with a gun. I see Carl Weathers with a gun. They in the jungle, like special ops. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm about to watch this shit. Did not know what I had in store for me, dog. Because this shit came out in, I think, 87, 88.
87, yeah.
So I had to see this like 95, 90, who had to be later than that. 90, let's say 97, 98, 10 years later. Not And it was originally, I think Predator's supposed to be kind of sci-fi horror slasher type deal. Fucking loved it, enjoyed it. Watched the second one with
Danny Glover.
Danny
I ain't gonna
Glover.
lie. The second one is a little bit of, I love Predator 2. Like I low-key
Yeah.
grew up on that movie. Like when I think of like movies that I used to just watch on repeat every time they came on TV growing up, Predator 2 was like one of them. Like if I saw Predator 2 on TV, I would stop and watch it. Like that was one of those. That's a movie like as far as my growing up as a film fan nostalgia, Predator 2 is one of the ones I think about. I don't know if other people have that relationship with Predator 2, but I fuck with that movie heavy. I fuck
So
with that movie real heavy.
when Prey came out, again, this is another movie that has been sitting in my fucking queue list. I think it went straight to Hulu, didn't it?
Yep. Yeah, it didn't. I
So
don't think it got a theater release at all.
and it's probably because the people they didn't think people wanted to see that shit.
Oh, people wanted to see that shit.
And they put it out. It's like I said, it's been on my queue list since then. As soon as it came out, I heard good things about it. Just waiting. Don't know what I was waiting on, but I was waiting. Predator, Killers came out. Put it on my list. Waiting. This shit came out. I seen the trailer, and I'm like, yo, the premise of this shit sounds good. It looks good so far just from the trailer. I'm gonna go watch this shit. And like Farhan said, I watched he seen Prey. I watched Prey and Killer of Killers recently, like within his last week to get ready for this shit. And I didn't want to say they was gone because I stopped following them, but they back for real. Predator is
Yeah.
back, man.
It's
That
officially back.
franchise. And like you said, we're gonna get into this, but I think I 100% believe that we are going to see another Alien versus within the next, I'm gonna say 5 6 years.
They
Probably
heavily
before
hint
that.
at it in this one. I'll just say that. They heavily hint at it. And I know you mentioned Predator, you mentioned Predator 2, you mentioned Prey. I do want to give that 2010 Predators movie with Topher Grace and Adrian Brody a little bit of love, just because me personally, that was another one that I actually really enjoyed. To me, the only bad Predator movie for real would have been that 2018 one that we got. Other than that, all of them have been good to okay. Like the only
Yeah,
real bad one I think is that 2018 one. And then these two are just between Prey and Predator Badlands. These
man.
are like some of the best we've gotten, just period.
I can't
Um,
wait for you to watch Killer
Killer
Killers
Killers,
either, dog.
it's on my list. It's on my list. I'll definitely be checking that out.
I do want to do one thing before we get started,
Okay.
because there are not any in this movie. So we got to go back to 2004 Alien versus Predator to acknowledge our Black Queen, Sanaa Lathan. All
You
right.
know what? Anytime to give you don't have to, you know what? You don't even anytime you want to interrupt the flow of the conversation to give Sanaa Lathan a shout out, you have my full and like an infinite permission to do so. From now to whenever the hell we stop doing this podcast,
um,
you have my permission to derail the conversation for a Sanaa Lathan shout.
but before we jump into this, no, so before we jump into this, I do want to say, like, I've been just on TikTok researching shit about the Yehuda, I don't know how to say what they are, the
The
predators.
Yautja.
Yautja.
Which really the first time we've heard their like the script or the movie acknowledge what the Predator's actual race is this many times in a movie. I can't remember in any Predator movie where they called
Okay,
them
yeah.
Yautja this much.
They did do it in Killers, but you didn't watch that.
Okay, yeah.
So that thing that they put at the beginning of the movie, um, but like from the Yautja Codex,
Hmm.
that was in that. It might have been in Prey, I can't remember. But I just found out that they're a matriarchal society and the women are bigger and stronger than the men.
Hey.
Yeah. So they said, and
Hey.
so I like I said, I do want to say, and I say
I
this
actually didn't know
every
that about the Predators, actually. We've
you did not
learned a
know.
lot about
I've
their
only
culture
seen
within the
men.
last
I thought they
three.
were born in fucking eggs or some shit.
Yeah,
Um,
I would say between Prey up until Badlands, and I haven't seen Killer of Killers, but I heard Killer of Killers dives a lot deeper into the Predator just society and how they operate. I think between those three movies, we've learned the most about the actual Yautja and their culture than we have
well,
in any of the Predator movies before
so
then.
that's where I was. Okay, movies, yes.
Yes.
So shout out to Jim and John Thomas. Those are the creators of the Predator. But I started off with that whole thing about shout out to Schwarzenegger and the first Predator for getting this whole thing started, because not only do we have what 7 8 Predator films, crossovers with Alien Universe, but there's a slew of fucking comic books
Hmm.
in the Predator realm. You know, they got crossovers with Marvel, crossovers with DC, crossovers with fucking Star Wars. So if you're somebody that like me that's only seen a few movies, you're not gonna know a lot. So a lot of this shit comes from a whole wild expanding universe, which I am also going to get started on. So I already told you how I am with this other comic book. I'm about to start reading these and see where they go. I don't want to watch Darth Vader fight the Predator though. I'll watch. I'll
What you
watch
mean? I ain't gonna lie, that's low key a wash. That's not a fair fight.
so again,
That's low key not a fair fight. But we ain't
again,
got to
it
go into that debate right
it's
now.
not, but in same way movies work,
Yeah, whoever's writing it,
whoever's
yeah.
writing it, so they always obviously it's going to be a good fight every time.
Hmm.
But like I said, realistically,
Practically, Darth Vader is whooping a Predator's
watch
ass.
this.
Like, well, that's not a fair fight.
You know,
But on the topic of Predators, I want to say I really do love the way this movie opened, because
yeah,
we're
dog.
so used to, and you got to keep in mind from an audience's standpoint, we're so used to seeing the Predator as the bad guy, even if he's a likable bad guy, right? So like I you always viewed the Predator as a villain, but you kind of understood what their goal was. Like they've always set the Predator, the Yautja up as they're the ultimate hunter. That's their culture. They're always looking for the next challenge, the next thing to hunt that can challenge them and make them better hunters. So they're not just hunting to be evil or for the sake of just killing. That's a part of their culture. That's what they do, is to hunt. That is how they are built. So you almost viewed them as sort of likable villains, right? And there would be times where they would use those hunting skills to help people. We saw that in the Alien versus Predator franchise, where they kind of turned against the aliens and, in a way, kind of worked with humans very briefly. And you've seen the Predator, even in the 2010 Predators movies. One of the Predators actually ends up, in a sense, helping the humans. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen Predators be somewhat of, I don't want to say a hero, but an assistance, or not just straight up pure evil in terms of just trying to just kill anything it sees.
I
We've seen
think
it
that's
pick
a
and
better
choose its
term.
spots.
Just not like we don't
Just
even have
not
to say
straight
here.
up evil.
Just not
Yeah.
evil.
Just not straight up
Yeah.
evil. Yeah. That's why I was like, hero does not seem like the appropriate word at all, but just not straight up evil. This film, you're making the Predator the protagonist. It is, the movie's about the Predator. It is his movie. In this case, one of a Predator named Deck, who is kind of the runt or the outcast of his family, and they make that very apparent in the opening scene.
Like, dog,
Like, off rip,
and
you see how fucked up this man's family
we
is.
gonna try and keep this as spoiler free as possible, but it's some
Yes,
shit that like I said, he's literally the runt of their clan. And
yes,
like I said, within the Predator world, like they all do shit solo dolo, but they go back home and
yeah.
they have a family.
Yes, yes. And I'm glad they set that up in this, honestly, because that's not really an aspect. And I haven't seen Killer Killer, so I don't know if that's set up in there. But this is the first time in like a
Yeah,
live action setting where we really see this much of a Yautja family dynamic. We really
about their
don't see it at
culture.
all. Yeah, I'm gonna say you really don't see it that much at all in any of the other Predator movies. They hint to it, they allude to what their culture is and how they operate, and you only really see that displayed in the way they hunt their prey, but you don't really see that internally with how they interact with each other until this movie. This is the most you get out of that. And the way this movie opens, it's like, I don't want to call it some shit out of Shakespeare. That seems too dramatic. But in terms of just family
Hmm?
drama, like it's very
It might
it's a
be. It
yeah,
might be.
it's a very deep rooted family drama that this movie opens with. And I was very surprised to see that from a Predator movie involving predators, like to see this level of deep family drama and family trauma and just dysfunction off rip. Like the movie opens
Yeah.
with this. You know what I'm saying? And then it really doesn't let its foot off the gas from there. Once it opens
Dog.
with that, they immediately go, "Hey, here's your protagonist. It's this predator named Deck. We're immediately going to give you a sense of what he's been dealing with from a family standpoint and who he is as a person and his relationship with his family members. And then we're going to immediately humanize him, so you as an audience empathize with him. And then boom, he's right into the thick of danger now. And the movie just goes. It doesn't really take a minute to breathe from there. And the pacing on this from there, I thought, stayed
No.
very consistent and
It's
just kind of, it kept very even pace and kept going the entire time. It didn't really slow down or lull or give you time to go
wasn't
like,
too
all right,
fast.
yeah, let me check my phone. We didn't kind of hit a snag now. Like the pacing in this, literally from that opening scene of the family dynamic on until, the rest of the film and the adventure that Deck goes on, it maintains a very steady and even pace and keeps you engaged the entire time.
And you know how I am with pacing. Like I feel like if it's too fast, too slow, like I'm like, oh my God. Like I said, I'm checking my phone out, like, damn, how much time do I got left? Damn,
Yeah.
this I've only been watching it for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
This one really does keep it, like you said, it keeps a pretty even, steady pace. It shows the family. First of all, it shows two different family dynamics. Okay. It show we go, I don't even want to say that, but it shows two different family dynamics.
Hmm.
And it show how it plays out. Even with that, is ramping up, it's happening, shit's happening. Then it's a very, I don't even want to say it's a lull because like they're talking about the story and all this, setting it up. I do want to point out that somebody on TikTok said something about, Deck is an experienced hunter because of the things that they seen on the ship. We find out throughout the movie that this is not his ship though.
Yeah, that's his brother's
Okay.
shit.
This
Yeah.
is his brother's ship. So all those things that we seen on the through the trailer, that is his brother's kills. He's killed all those things. So like the T-Rex, all that. I do have a question though.
Okay.
What the fuck is their lifespan? Because
Off the top of my head, I don't know. If I'm not sure, but I do
because
think y'all should live for like a pretty long time.
and I say that I don't want to give away no spoilers to Predator Killer of Killers, but
Mhm.
when you watch Killers of Killers, did we talk about how see I don't even know, I don't remember what we talked about. I don't want to spoil nothing for you.
We
But
didn't talk about it that extensively. You just told me you really liked it, but
did we
but I don't
say
think you gave me any
anything
plot
about any
points. You didn't
see
give
that,
me any plot points. No,
did I tell you about the end credits?
no, you definitely didn't.
Did you see any trailers about it or
I saw the trailer for Killer of
not
Killers,
trailer,
but
any spoilers about it online
no,
anywhere?
I haven't seen anything.
All right, I don't
I
want to
haven't
get
seen
nothing
anything.
away. But after watching it, I'm like, shit, how long do they live? What's the time frame? Once you watch it, you'll understand why I'm saying that.
Okay.
I got off track about what I was talking about. Oh, his brother ship.
Yeah, yeah, the kills that his
So,
brother had, which
yeah.
there were some Easter eggs in there if you
Mm-hmm.
kinda peeped, like, it was something that kinda looked like the head of one of the aliens from Independence
Mm-hmm.
Day. I could be reaching, but that's what
No,
I
no, no.
immediately
Somebody
associated it
said
with.
that was it.
Okay.
They say it's in the same universe, but again, you know how niggas is.
Yeah.
Niggas, and when I say niggas, I just mean people at this point. You know,
Just generally just
yeah,
generalize.
you know, I gotta sometimes when I mean niggas, and sometimes
I mean,
I mean people.
everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair.
So this time I'm talking about everybody, how people go with spoilers and Easter eggs. Some niggas think everything is Easter egg. Some niggas see a fucking they see eyeglasses on somebody like, oh, that's an Easter egg to this, and this.
Yeah, some people be reaching. That's why I was like, I didn't know if I was reaching with the
Yeah.
Independence Day thing or not.
Because this universe is one of those universes where people are going to see things. Like I said, you got Star Wars, you got Lord of the Rings, you got Predator, and again, the fact that Alien and Predator are in the same universe, that gives people even more space to reach.
Yeah.
So I did
Especially with the
see,
Easter eggs in this one,
yeah.
because there's a very obvious alien plot point in this movie. It's very blatant.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to watch that what is it, Alien Earth,
Mhm.
because I'm like, damn, this shit look kind of good. This shit looks kind of good. Just how they telling the story.
Yeah.
But I think they're about to do a big ass reboot on this whole thing.
Yeah.
No, there's no way they're not after like I said, the success of Prey, the success of Killer of Killers. This is we're going into the second weekend of this movie being out. So we'll find out soon how successful it is. But from watching it, it definitely is gonna be up there. But it like Farhan said, it throws things out there to let you know, like, hey, we want you, we want to bring this back. We want to expand on this because there's some plot points in here, and I think we're gonna have to give away some of it as far as the not protect the antagonist of the movie. Uh,
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm comfortable giving light spoilers. Like, well, when I say light spoilers, like briefly describing like stuff that's important to the story. So, like, for example, you know, a key point, and this is within the trailer, that the predator is obviously the protagonist, and they're on a planet making a hunt. Like, there's a very key creature
and
that
this
Deck is
planet is
trying to.
rough.
This planet is, bro. If y'all, any of y'all who've seen King Kong, Skull Island don't got
Ain't
shit on
shit.
this place.
No, so
Skull Island don't got shit on this
so
place.
like you were saying, and I'm a it's not really a spoiler because obviously you know he's on a planet, but at a certain point he has to leave his ship, and I'm only saying this to say like how you said, you know, it's pretty even still, just forward moving, and he leaves his ship and he's kind of like in a parachute situation.
He's not even touched down on the planet yet,
And
and shit is already trying to kill him.
this thing comes out of fucking. I seen it. I'm like, uh oh. And I
Yep.
think it circled back, and like you see it coming at him. And he like, oh shit, and it like hits. It hits, and like
Mhm.
his safety precautions take notice, and he has a rough landing. He has a
Yeah.
very rough landing,
And then even when
and
he lands,
dog,
like my boy can like, bro, he's on the planet. He hasn't been on the planet for a full hour yet. And
he could
two
not
things
catch
have
a
already
break.
tried to kill him yet. Like already.
Could
Off
not
rip.
catch a break.
Yeah.
And listen, even, I'm trying to think. I think almost every other scene, something was trying to kill him.
Yes.
And like Faran said at the beginning, the predator is the ultimate predator. You know, the Yautja are the ultimate predators, and nothing is above them, essentially. And they set that up at the beginning of the movie. They say Yautja don't have no friends. Um, Yautja hunt solo. Um, Nothing hunts the Yautja. You know that they're the ultimate
Shit.
predators. Nigga, when
Shit.
you watch
Yeah, all right.
this one should have been called Prey.
Bro, dead ass. Real shit.
Because the way they was on this nigga, bro, there was
Deck
not
was
a
going through it. I ain't gonna lie, Deck, they said he was supposed to be the runt of the group. If he's the runt, I really don't want to see whoever the top dog is, because he went on this planet, and I love how they did give you some inkling that, like, okay, Deck's not as experienced as a
Mhm.
hunter. They do show you, like, moments of him struggling when he's on this planet, but when he figures it out,
Yeah.
boy, he gets real active and stands on business quick. So like, there's scenes where I'm like, this dude's supposed to be the runt of the clan. Are you sure? Because I'm not. That's not really the vibe I'm getting from like what's going on in some of these scenes. Like there were some scenes where he got very thorough. You know what I'm saying? I really think that,
And
but
there's
I
some
do.
scenes where he got fucking thrashed.
That's what I'm saying. They gave you a decent balance, and I feel like
Yeah.
there's a point in the movie where you see Deck really start to lock in and go like, all right, I got this hunting shit down now. Like I feel like I can, because after a certain point, there's really only one creature as the movie progresses that gives him the most trouble, and it's the creature that he was there to hunt in the first place. Without really going into too deep of spoilers, the creature that Deck is hunting is like the creature of all creatures on this planet. Like, and Deck's brother even says this at the beginning of the movie. He says, if you want to, gain honor within our clan, you need to hunt this creature. Even father is scared of it. So like,
No, no, no,
even the
no,
head
no.
honcho.
He told that nigga no.
Well, yeah, first he told him not to do
That's what he
it.
told him.
Yes, first he told him no.
He said to hunt the I'm a callus or something like that. He said
Yeah,
to hunt the callus means
failure means death,
so
basically. Like
yeah,
if you either kill it or you're not coming
and
back.
failure means death.
Yeah,
And like he said, "Yo, dad's scared of this shit,
yeah.
or not. I don't think he said afraid of it, but did he say afraid of it?
Yeah, he said even dad is
Okay,
scared of it.
which is
Yes.
crazy
Yes.
because they're not supposed to fear things,
Yes.
but this is a creature that is so fucking notorious for killing, you know,
That even
and
the ultimate hunter is like, I don't know about
I'm
that one.
not fucking with it. So,
Yeah.
and again, so like you said, where it says like, he's inexperienced. We see, that he's young. First of all, I do want to say he is played by a black man because niggas for years have been saying the predator is black because obviously
Just
tentacle,
because he got dreads.
the dreads, the tentacle things, the locks in his head. I forgot how they explained it, but it's funny. But he, I wanted to say this before I found out he was a played by a black man. Deck is a YN. Um, he's a YY.
He's a
He's a
young
young
he's a young
Yautja.
Yautja. He's a young
And
Yautja for sure.
like you said, when he's looking for what he's going to go kill,
He
he's his brother's going through the shit, and he like, yeah, no, go back. And like you said, this is just showing his inexperience.
yeah.
You haven't killed, or we don't know if he's killed anything on his planet, but for them to be like get all their shit, their equipment and whatnot to be
Mm-hmm.
a certified member of the clan, they need to go off world, kill something, bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, that shows his inexperience because you see the biggest thing, the strongest thing, something that no one from our planet has killed,
And you
and
immediately go that.
that's what you want to go kill. And it shows, like I said, he's young. It shows that ego and that pride that you know obviously we know that predators have, but even he is blinding him to common sense.
Yeah.
And you see that like I said, immediately when he gets to this fucking planet and everything's trying to kill him. Everything. The fucking, like I said, the trees, the water, the fucking frogs, the birds. Like
The plants.
there is nothing on this planet that is not trying to kill him. And
Yeah.
it's not that it's trying to kill him specifically. It's just trying to kill.
It's trying to
And
kill, period. No matter what comes in its path, it is on that with everything. But then that it was really interesting from an audience member to see like that role reversal with the predator, where like now, yes, you're on a hunt, but like it feels like everything else on this planet is hunting you. Like you're everything else on this planet has you in the scope, whereas usually with the predator, things are the other way around. Another thing about this movie that at first I was unsure about. So this is rated PG-13.
is it?
Yes.
Well, that makes sense because it wasn't
Yeah. There were
any
no
real.
humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were no human characters for any blood or gore or anything like that. So, yeah. It makes sense because I mean, you got to keep in mind the Yautja. The majority of the dialogue in this movie is either A from robots or B from the Yautja, and the Yautja are speaking in their native language the whole time. So anytime they speak is subtitles. So this movie is when I saw it was PG-13, I was a little hesitant.
Weary.
Yeah, because that's not the tone of Predator movies. I don't think any of the Predator movies prior to this have been anything but rated R.
I'm looking through it now, and
They've all been rated R.
all I'm seeing
Yes.
is rated R.
Yeah, so I don't think any of them have ever gone to a PG-13 rating. And then you couple that with a synth or an artificial intelligence character who feels very like she's very intentionally put here to be the comedic relief. I'll say that. And not to say that her character is bad.
And she does a great job of it.
Yeah, because she does a really good job at it, but it's very clear what her character is there for. So, Deck in his journey through this planet comes across this synthetic AI character named Thea. Played by Elle Fanning. And she's basically accompanying him on his journey through this planet. And he rationalizes it by saying, yes, predators hunt alone, but I'm using you as a tool. So you're no different than the weapons I use or anything like that. You're just an extra tool to help guide me through this planet because I don't know the terrain here.
And he's not wrong. Because
he's not wrong.
She's a fucking robot. She's a tool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Elle Fanning. First of all, dude, when she started acting, I was like, I'm sick of this shit. And I'm only because we had
what Elle Fanning do?
She did nothing. We had Dakota Fanning in a bunch of movies and shit, and then I guess it is so. I don't want to say everything is nepotism, but she pulled when she came up, her people came up. When she ate, her people ate.
Yeah.
Elle Fanning started acting.
Yeah, don't get mad at Dakota Fanning for putting her people on. Yeah.
I will say, unlike I don't have any examples off the top of my head, but she is
nepotism in Hollywood.
No, about nepotism and them being bad actors. I guess Kim Kardashian, but she kind of came on a different way.
I'm about to say all the examples I have, like you got the Russell, Kurt Russells, you got Denzel Washington and his son. Like, I can't think of any examples where the nepotism was used for someone who couldn't act.
And that's why I say so. Yeah. She can act. She's a very good actress. I guess the one I can say is what's the chick from the 50 Shades of Grey stuff?
Dakota Johnson. Yeah.
Not a good actress.
She's not. I don't think Dakota Johnson's that bad.
I've never seen her in anything that I liked.
I will say she does a terrible job of picking roles. I will say that.
But
she does a really bad job of picking. Wasn't she just in Madam Web?
It can't always be everybody else's fault.
Well, this is going to sound bad.
If you're constantly picking bad movies,
roles, yeah, not fair.
Maybe you're not saying like the movies aren't bad because some movies aren't that bad where nobody can save it.
Yeah.
Highest to lowest, but
you hate this shit, bro. Oh my god!
I almost missed it.
We're in November and you're still kicking this movie's back in, bro.
Missed it.
Bro, we about to be in like July of 2026, and you still gonna find ways to shoot at highest to lowest.
It's gonna be 3 years from now, and I'm like highest to lowest.
This nigga hated that shit. God,
it was terrible, dog. Anyway, it can't always be somebody else's fault. But
You're right.
back on
In this
track.
case, though, Elle Fanning can act,
No,
though.
she can
Yeah,
act. She's a good actress, and I'm gonna jump ahead just a little bit, but I'm not gonna. She plays two characters in this movie, and again, the way that Thea is played and the way this other character is played, entirely different. It's
yeah.
entirely different.
Yeah, so and we can get into that a little bit because so obviously we know Deck is hunting for a particular beast on this planet to, help raise his status in the clan. He's trying to prove that he's not the runt of the group by hunting this creature. And the creature is Deck's focus, but the creature isn't necessarily the villain of the movie. The villain is the other half of Thea. So Elle Fanning basically plays two different AI characters in this. Think like for those of you who've seen Alien Covenant, think like Michael Fassbender in that movie, how he played the good AI character. I can't remember the name of the good character. And then he also played David, who was the main villain of the movie. Two different AI characters played by the same actor. So essentially the same concept in this. You have Thea played by Elle Fanning, and then you got Tessa played by Elle Fanning. And Tessa was a good enough villain for what this movie needed. I don't think this movie demanded
Mm-mm.
this complex, deep villain with layers, and like she was layered enough to where she didn't feel like a mustache twirling like James Bond villain,
Yeah,
but she didn't have the most depth in the world. Well, I didn't really need her to. I understood her motivations enough to where it made sense. Hey, you work for this certain company from another universe. Y'all probably know
you
who I'm talking about.
just say it because I
Yeah.
think I think we see like in the trailers.
Yeah.
I think their stuff is
Okay, so
yeah, yeah.
Waylon Utani made these two AIs, y'all. Just get it out the way. So
Well, you
Tessa,
gotta just one more back up one more second. Just explain it to the people that don't watch those movies.
Waylon Utani is the company from the Alien. For those of you who don't know, the Waylon Utani is a company from the Alien movies, and they're essentially the main company that's researching a lot of the extraterrestrial beings, particularly the xenomorphs. They do a lot of research with the xenomorphs. They were the ones responsible for sending the crew out in space in the first Alien movie. Pretty much the majority of the things you see in any of the Alien movies,
It's their
Waylon
fault.
Yutani is involved somehow. If
It's their
something
fault.
bad is happening in an alien movie or an alien property, Waylon Yutani is involved in some way, shape, or form. So let's
The
get that
shit
out the way.
the shit just sounds evil. Wailing
Literally,
Utani. Like,
like
come
they
on
just
now.
sounds like an evil corporation. Like they just sounds like billionaires doing things they're not supposed to be doing.
And
Like
at
just
this
straight up.
point, because we in the future, I think at this point, so trillionaires, what's happening?
Yeah.
Trillionaire. that's what that's
Yeah,
that's what these
trillionaires
niggas
for
is,
sure.
dog.
We passed the point of
Um,
billionaires. But yeah, so Wayland Yutani created Thea and Tessa. So Wayland Yutani gives Tessa basically, well, but both of them had a mandate. That's why they
mhm.
were on this planet in the first place.
They're on a
But
research mission.
they were on a research mission, and Wayland basically gives Tessa a mandate, like, hey, you were sent to this planet to retrieve something. Either retrieve it or we're shutting you down. And by shutting you down, like we are literally decommissioning you as a unit. We are going to shut down your AI and
So
kill
you're
you,
gonna die.
essentially. Yeah, essentially,
So
you're going to die. So it
let
is
me.
either complete this mission or die. So it's like at that point, yes, you are the villain and I'm rooting against you, but all your
Mhm.
motivations are understandable at that point.
So that's why I was gonna say, let me stop you, just because we find out that the creature that is hunting, that Deck is hunting, kind of ambush Thea and her crew. Okay.
Hmm.
So when Deck comes across Thea, he helps her and she helps him.
Yeah.
Literally the entire film, they're helping each other. He's using this tool for him to
Hmm.
succeed in his mission.
Hmm.
But like you said, she does. Tessa, is it Tessa? Tessa, what I say?
Thea's the good one, Tessa's the evil one.
Thea and Tessa. I mixed up their names. I said Tessa, but Tessa.
Close enough.
Tessa, she says it closer to the end of the movie, and I'm not gonna get into it, but
Yeah.
she was not going to be a villain if, again, the Wayland Utani head AI or head person in charge that was there wouldn't have put that pressure on her and said basically
Yeah.
like, yo, I'm gonna decommission your ass if you don't get this
If
job
you
done.
don't retrieve what we sent you there to get, yeah.
Because one of the first things she said, again, like I said, they attacked everybody. I think you see Thea's legs not on in the movie. She's missing her
Mhm.
lower half.
Yeah, yeah.
So everybody's fucked up. And when Tessa comes back online, the first thing she's saying, and a lot of things she's saying, like the first fucking 30 things she's saying is Thea, 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 Thea. And you see it flashing across the screen in her 101010 code, in her binary code, Thea is in there. And
Mhm.
the first question she asks is, "Where's Thea?" So we, it's not one of those switches where it's like, "Yo, this is stupid and forced," because
Yeah.
like he said, they tell her like, "Hey, you're going to be decommissioned," and these synth, they have, they're robots, so robots are made to serve us, and she's going to finish her mandate, which she's been told to do. So honestly, Thea is probably fucked up. So,
Yeah.
and they say at some point they talk about Deck and they talk about how he's defective because again, the Yautja are tall beings. I think they're all above like 6'7", some type shit like that,
Yeah,
and they
they
fucking
purposely make Deck, like, appear smaller in
yeah.
comparison to the other Yautja in the movie. Like, I feel like they made it a note. I even think even when Deck first meets Thea, I even think she points it out, like, usually
Hmm.
Yautja are a lot bigger in stature than you are. I mean, obviously, I'm paraphrasing, but she says it along the lines, like, she points out that he's not
Yeah.
as physically imposing as a lot of the other Yautja are. She points that out to him. So,
So again, like I said, his status for him to get this callus, this thing that he's hunting, is super fucking important for him to show that he is strong. Because like I said, he's the run of the litter, he's smaller than everybody else. And in Yautja culture, they kill the weak,
yeah.
and he's seen as weak.
Mhm.
It's a lot going on. It's not a lot going on, but it's a lot going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think they did a really good job of bringing his story out while talking to this tool.
Yeah.
I thought that was very well done, and she's kind of just like you said, she's meant to be comedic relief, but she's also informing him on his environment.
Yes. Like she really does give him like the lay of the land and points out certain dangers and how he should maneuver, when certain challenges show up as he's maneuvering through the planet. Um
When he
one
listens, when he decides to listen
when
to
when when he decides to actually take her advice.
it, because
Yes.
I'm gonna
He can
give
be a
one
little hard-headed.
I'm gonna give one spoiler, dog, and I have to because this shit had me dying. There's a thing on this planet called razor grass.
That's crazy. That was the exact thing I was thinking of.
And it's exactly what you think it is. It's just
Yes.
tall grass that's made of razors. I don't know if it's steel, metal, actual grass is just super hard and sharp. Obviously they don't go too deep into it, but what the fuck, man?
Bro, when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, so literally everything on this planet could kill you, even the shit that's just
Everything.
chilling. Like razor grass ain't chasing you, but that shit could." I'm just like, "There's nothing on this. There's nowhere on this planet where you can just
Nothing.
go. All right, cool, I got a minute. Like that just doesn't exist in
And
this place."
and back to what you said towards well, at the start of the movie or once he made Planetfall, um, literally, this nigga's fighting for his life, and he decides he gonna get into a spot where I'm gonna take a quick breather. No, nigga,
No, you not.
something else is going to try and kill you.
There, yeah, like you after you defeat one challenge on this planet, the next one is right there. There's no time to rest.
Shit,
This is
sometimes he don't even
literally.
defeat it yet.
Bro, this planet is like John Wick 3 through 4, where he like didn't stop to do anything else in life other than
Right?
kill people.
It take
Like he
place
didn't
within
stop
like
to
a week for
sleep.
him.
Like
Yeah,
he didn't sleep. He didn't take a shit. He didn't do anything else other than survive and kill people. That is Deck on this planet. There's not any time where he had the ability to do anything else other than just kill people. I
kill
do want to
things
give
because there's
kill
no people in
things
there.
because there's no people. You're right. Things and creatures. I do want to give one shout out to the director, Dan
Dog,
Trachtenberg,
this nigga is
who
doing his fucking
he's
thing.
directed this. He directed Prey. I want to get his full discography up because I want to give him full credit. He's
Episode of
directed
The Boys.
Episode of The Boys. He also directed 10 Cloverfield Lane, which for
Uh,
those of you who know about the Cloverfield movies, y'all know the 10 Cloverfield Lane is the best one by far. So his body of work right now is looking really good, especially in that horror thriller genre.
mhm.
And he's definitely revived the Predator franchise for one, and gave us the best movie out of the Cloverfield franchise so far. So Dan Trachtenberg, I think, as a director, is a name we need to start paying a little bit more attention to. I think he was already on the radar with with the 10 Cloverfield Lane and with
Yeah.
Prey. I think people were already starting to pay attention to, but to me, once you get three incredible films in terms of your directing discography, that's a name that we really need to start looking at. As anytime his name is associated with something, my interest is going to be piqued. Like I'm immediately at least interested in it, if not straight up excited. So that's just a name I want to start throwing out there. Dan Trachtenberg, shout out, slow clap to him on the run he's on right now.
No, but so he partially wrote this film too. So uh he wrote it with I just had it up. So they named the original creators Jim and James Thomas, and
Hmm.
I don't know if they actually helped write this or if they're just because their characters are in it.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know how much involvement they had with this film, but the other guy is Patrick Eisen, and he's primarily a producer,
Okay.
but he helped write this, and I believe the Prey and Killers. Dog,
Okay.
Disney, bro, niggas, people, everybody talk shit about what Disney is doing. They kill franchises, whatever. But
So far, the Fox franchises, they have not. I will give them that. Like, to be fair, Disney, I wouldn't say Disney kills franchises. They kill
I
Star
wouldn't
Wars.
either.
Yeah, they killed Star Wars. Let's just be specific. They don't kill franchises.
It's
So I have two questions for you. A, what rating are you giving this? But
mm,
more important, more before you give that one, how would you rank the Predator movies that you have seen? How would you
um
rank them?
so outside of Prey and Killer of Killers, it has to be upwards of 15 years since maybe 20 since I've seen Predator 1 or 2.
Okay.
So I will say after watching Prey and Killer of Killers,
Mm,
I'm going to do a rewatch. And all of
okay.
that shit is on Hulu because it's owned by Disney now. So obviously my memory from 1 and 2 is skewed because it was so long ago. But we know how movies were back then. Is first of all, 1 was a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jesse Ventura. So
Yeah. It
you
was,
know, you know it's gonna be dramatic and over the top. It's gonna be like fucking what's the movie we was talking about? The Expendables. It's an action movie. Okay.
it is not that far off from that.
It's
I'll say
it's an
that.
it's an action movie,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good movie to turn your brain off.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger does figure out how these motherfuckers work though.
Yeah.
And I love that the most about these movies because they're all being hunted differently. And everyone figures out the weaknesses of the Yautja
Mhm.
in a different way, in a different manner, and they
Yeah.
they kill them in a different way every time.
Yeah.
So Prey, I'm going to give Prey. Duh, I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm gonna give it an eight. Eights across the board, man. There is something that's missing that I can't put it at a 10 for. Uh,
Are you talking specifically just Prey here? Or are you talking Prey
uh,
and Badlands?
Prey, Badlands, and Killer of Killers.
Killers, 8s across the board for all three.
Eights
Wow,
across the
okay.
board. I really want to say 9, but I feel like um I was just excited to watch these movies. So I
Yeah.
don't I f- I feel like my I can't think of the word I'm trying to use, but I feel like I'm skewing my rating a bit
Mhm.
because I want to go higher. I want to say 9, but I feel like it's missing something. I don't know what it is. Like I said, the excitement of me watching these movies is really up there. Like watching one, dog. I think I rewinded it a couple times at parts, or not
Okay.
one, but Prey.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
rewinded it at times. Like, oh, what the fuck? Did I see this the way I seen it? Um, and I will say, like you said, we think me and you both think that aliens gonna make they're gonna make a scene in these movies. So Alien and Predator, we're probably gonna get another one soon. Alien versus Predator, but also um this is a movie where niggas is doing their research. From the first movie, The Prey, he gives I don't remember her name. Was it Nori Nuri
Which character are you talking about?
from Prey?
Oh, the main character. I'm forgetting her name.
I think it was Nuri or something like that.
That's let me see. It is um yep, you're not off. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Nuri gets a flintlock pistol. This is the same pistol that you see
Or Naru, I'm sorry.
Naru.
Naru. Yep.
This same pistol that the Predators give to Danny Glover at the end of Predator 2.
Mm.
And you see this pistol again in Killer of Killers.
Okay, look at you following the Easter eggs.
So dog, there I don't know, when you watch Killer of Killers, you're gonna see like I needed you to watch that because
Okay.
dog, it's some shit that happened in there, and I'm like, I don't understand anything that's happening right now. What's the point of this? So when you talk about like who's the big bad of the Yacha,
Mhm.
the big bad of the Yacha is in that movie.
Is in Killer Killers. Okay, I have to watch this
He's in
now.
Killer
Okay.
Killers. Again, I don't know if he's the clan leader or
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
the leader of the planet because, like I said, we
But you
know
know
there's
he the HNYC
he's the leader of some
or
shit.
the HYIC.
Yeah, and on top of that, remember he's the leader, but not really because they're matriarchal society. So the women really run shit.
Yeah.
They just let them niggas think they in charge. So
Bro, dead ass. Cause I'm like, if you tell me the women Yautja are supposed to be more physically imposing, that says something.
mhm.
Because the niggas are already hard enough to deal with.
So if these niggas already 7 feet tall, I'm thinking that the women got to be like 7'6", 7'8", shit
Yeah,
like that.
probably 8 feet. Honestly, they probably towering.
And then the video that I seen it in,
Hmm.
niggas were talking exactly how you would expect them to be talking.
Okay, there you go.
Niggas are disgusting, dog.
There you go.
Disgusting.
There you
Have you
go.
seen a predator?
Hey, I I I don't want to guess what was being said.
Women might be right, man. Men are sick.
Yeah, I don't. We're talking about predators, right? Just to be fair.
Yes.
Okay, type
Like
shit,
not
type shit.
yeah, so I'm gonna say I would say I would have gave Killer of Killers a 9, but like I said, it's an anthology, so it's 3 different stories.
Hmm.
Um and I'm not exactly sure when it takes place.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I'm gonna piggyback off that and say at least well, I'll give Prey a rating since we're on that. I would say Prey. I'm gonna give Prey a 8, and I'm gonna give this an 8. I'm gonna give Badlands an 8. These two are, and I was going back and forth with this in my head. Like, do I think these are better movies than the original Predator? And it's hard for me to say that because of how nostalgic the original Predator is and how good of an action movie it
when's
is.
the last time you seen it?
I've seen it more recently than you, but it has
Okay.
been a while. It's been like maybe 2 or 3 years since I've seen the original Predator movie. I'll say for now, until I've had the chance to watch, because I have to watch.
Rewatch them.
Yeah, because I probably have
Yeah.
recency bias of seeing Prey and Badlands more recently. So for now, I'm gonna still put the original Predator at number 1, and I'm gonna put Prey at 2 and Badlands at 3.
Okay.
But really, it's hard for me to put Prey and Badlands. Like, Prey and Badlands might as well be 2A, 2B
Yeah.
instead of 2 and 3 for me. Like, that's kind of how I feel about them. And then I would go Predator 2 and then Predators. I think those are, and all of those I think are really good movies.
Which
Like,
is
I don't really.
crazy that because you said Predator 2 was the shit that you were like watching heavy.
Yes, but like
Yeah.
I would put Prey and Badlands above Predator 2, even though Predator 2 is always gonna have that place in my nostalgia when I
Yeah.
think about movies I love. Predator 2 is gonna be there, but I also can't sit here and cap like that's a better movie than Prey and Badlands to me because it's just like it's straight up not. Love Danny Glover, but like just hell, it's just not. It's not that.
think the fact that takes me out of it from Prey 2 was the fact that he was in the city. Like, Predator was just so fucking just niggas just started dying,
Yeah.
and then it's like, "Yo,
Yeah.
gotta do this, gotta do
Predator
that."
2 felt like it was like, dang, so what if we had to take on a police officer? And it's like, that's cool.
'Cause
But like dead ass, why would practically? And granted, like I said, I still fuck with this movie, so I'm not necessarily dissing
yeah.
this movie on that. But like, just the more you think about it,
Wasn't he
you're
killing drug dealers, the Predator?
yes, but like think
Okay.
about it. You're trying to convince the audience that this thing is the ultimate hunter, and it hunts things to test itself. It hunts things because it's trying to find a challenge,
Well
and its challenge is drug dealers.
well,
This is this is a an alien being with some of the most technologically advanced weapons that you've seen.
and they make that a point in this movie as well, that the
Yeah.
Predators have stupid advanced technology
Yes.
compared to Wayland Genius, who's in the future, rich, rich, rich,
Yes.
rich, and who's making fucking robots that act like people, look like people. But to your point, um, in Killer of Killers, they just hunt. It it shows something being hunted. I think it's a I'm just get this way. In Killer of Killers, no, this was a Prey. It shows the wolf, I believe, trying to hunt something, and you see the thing on its visor
Mhm.
light up on something on the side, and then
Mhm.
it lights up on the rabbit on the side,
Mhm.
and it's different things. And I'm thinking it's showing like different levels of aggression because again, the predator also can distinguish weapons from
Yeah.
things. So I also found out that they don't hurt children,
Mhm.
and they don't necess they don't their goal is not to hunt women,
Yeah.
and they definitely
Unless the
don't.
women themselves are a threat,
Yeah,
like in
or
Predators, like
yeah,
so. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
or pregnant women. They try to so
Yeah.
if you're sick and dying, if they don't feel like you're a threat, they're not gonna try to kill you.
Yeah.
So to the point that you were saying, like, why would it be hunting these? In our society at this point, we really don't have any predators.
Yeah.
We got predators.
Yeah. Not
So
something that will rise to the level of like, oh, a Yautja
yeah,
would go and
so
hunt that.
when he comes to, I don't remember, I think it was like Chicago or New York, what took place in? It don't even matter. Don't even waste your time, dog. But
Yeah, I was like, it was one of them two.
the point
It was
is,
Los Angeles.
okay,
Yeah.
this is a mm, you know, in the 90s, yeah, it's rough.
Hey.
Mm.
To be
So
fair, yeah.
so
To be fair.
so it's here to hunt it's here to hunt what hunts.
Yeah.
And if you were a killer, like the drug dealers that they were killing, then I'm
Yeah.
gonna hunt you to see if you're a challenge.
Yeah.
It just turns out that they weren't much of
That
a
they
fucking
weren't much of a
challenge.
challenge. That's fair. I can buy that
And
explanation.
Danny, and in a way, I hate to put it like this because you kind of turning humans into animals, but detectives of that sort are hunters
Yeah.
because you know they're trying to get evidence and they're looking for you, looking for this, looking for that. So they're hunting. So it kind of does make sense. Like I said, when you kind of because what you said is like, yeah, nigga, why are you hunting drug dealers when your boy was just hunting fucking special forces soldiers in a
Yeah, you know what I'm
jungle,
saying? It
you
just
know?
feels like a downgrade. You know, feel me? Like,
But no, I don't know why. Oh, you was to give me your rate. My fault, dog.
yeah, yeah, no, no, you're right. I ratings given. I gave it an 8. I have really nothing but really good things to say about this movie. There's a few critiques I could point out, but I'm not going to. I had a great
Dog,
time watching
yeah,
this.
it's
Like I had a great time watching this. And I would
honestly,
say Aliens and Predators, both those franchises are all the way back now.
I can't remember. I don't think this year we've watched the movie, and I was like, I've just really enjoyed watching this. Like, I enjoyed watching Superman, but
Mhm.
I had things that I did not like about Superman.
Facts.
It's things that I don't even want to say that I don't like about this, but it's things that I'm like, okay, this could have been done better.
Yeah, it's things you could critique, but it's like,
Yeah,
why? When I had
but
such a great time with this, I
it
just
was
don't feel the
just
need to do that.
it was just such a fun fucking watch, and I
Yes.
do think that that Thea as the comedic relief because it wasn't too much. It was just enough to where you're like, okay, that's funny.
And it played into the story why she was like that. They gave
Yeah.
an explanation on why she was acting that
Yes.
way.
So, no, I don't know. I just enjoyed this movie. I'll probably see it. I might see it again. I don't know.
This is
But
I'm definitely running this one back for
like I
sure.
said, when I decide that I'm going to watch these movies in order again, it'll probably be streaming on Hulu, Disney Plus, whatever. I'm gonna make sure that I watch it again. Uh,
Bet.
if you're somebody that likes watching movies in chronological order, the Predator movies are probably not the ones to watch.
I feel like actually, yeah, like you get at least five. I would say skip the 2018 one, but if you're gonna just go the original Prey, Badlands, Predator 2, and Predators from
Well, I
2010,
mean, like,
all quality movies.
I mean, in when I say chronological, I mean like in
I
order
get
of things happening,
like
like
the events.
in
I
the
get what you're
world.
saying. Yeah, I get what
Yeah,
you're saying.
like I said, because technically
You
you
could,
start with Killer of Killers, and then you
yeah,
have to
and then you're gonna go to
pause,
Prey, and then it's
go to Prey, and then
yeah.
it's yes,
And then from there, it's like, well, damn, I already started with like the two best ones. It's only gonna go downhill from here.
yeah.
Still
So
high, still good, but just downhill.
no, but
Um,
you're right, dog. It was really it's a really fun watch, dog. Um, I wish I had this picture that I could see you because you talked about this. I forgot all of again. I was so excited to talk about this movie, dog. I forgot that this shit happened. Um, I'm trying to put my phone up to the screen or to my camera, and y'all let me know if y'all can see this, or you let me
okay.
know if you can see this. And turn my flashlight off or my light off.
It's not really coming up. Hold on, I'm
Yeah,
trying
it's
to.
a glare. I say that to say, when I picked my seat in the movie theater, I was the second person to buy a ticket. There's an empty space to my right,
Mhm.
and then there's somebody sitting right next to that.
I don't like where this is going. Okay.
Why the fuck are you sitting here? So when I go into the theater, I sit in like that was seat 11. I sit in like 7.
Mhm.
And I'm like, all right, let me go get something to drink. Come back, I check it again because I had to take a picture of this shit. Like, why would you pick this seat of all
Yeah.
seats? You could have went You could have went at least one more seat down. I'd be like, cool.
Cool.
Come back, check my thing again. Like, I sit down. Like, all right, I'm good. Like, oh, I seen a couple more people out in the lobby. Let me pull it up. Empty seat. Them two. I'm like, yo, what the?
Like, yo, go somewhere, bro.
So I sit to the seat to my left. The seat I'm supposed to be in, I sit in my left. I sit down. They come in and they sit 2 seats to the left of me. Why the fuck would you pick those seats, Steve? If you knew you were going to sit 2 seats away from me, why would you pick one away from me?
Yeah, that would have made me hot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That would have pissed me off. That would have pissed me off, bro. You got this whole theater, bro. Go on somewhere, bro. Even if these are your assigned seats, go. Like, ain't none of these other seats taken. Go on somewhere. Yeah,
I
that
was When I sat down, all I could think of is you and old boy watching Shelby O's.
nah, because I was legitimately concerned with whatever the fuck my boy was doing back there. I ain't know what he had going on. That was a different I thought that shit was the movie at first. That's how creepy that shit sounded. And I'm like, oh no, that's this motherfucker. Like, hell no. Yeah, that different circumstances. That yours was just irritating. Mine, I was legitimately concerned. These are not the same. These are not the same. But that has been our review of Predator Badlands. If you have seen it, and we really encourage y'all, please go support and go see this movie. It is really worth it. It already made 80 million worldwide opening weekend. Hoping we can get that number up because this is the Predator, the type of Predator movies we need going forward.
Yeah.
So yes, please go support this one. Always, of course, support us. Continue to like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all of that support. And until next time, this is the Real Junkies. Peace.